My name is Paul Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Hendersonville, North Carolina. So I work in private industry, and I hold a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration with a major in accounting. And then after I achieved that, then I went on and did some additional studies and became a certified public accountant. I think you're right in that different segments of our society view education differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it goes back to the parents and the grandparents. If the parents and the grandparents had gone to college, then it's basically expected that you're to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
But if they haven't, and they didn't, then it's a goal maybe you want, but they don't see it as necessary. And because I was thinking about it, I'm one of 7 grandchildren on my mom's side, and I'm the only one graduating college. But my children are going to graduate college. You know, that's just a minimum standard. Thank you. And but if you go back and look at some folks that work in the labor industry, and maybe they went to tech school or something,
Mm-hmm.
They don't really view college as high as other folks do. It's sort of, well, as long as you can do as well as your parents, then it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to want to do better yourself. No, Anthony developed his own love for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if the parents will make sure that the child has everything they need and will give to be able to progress in school, and then provide them a background so that they can do their homework, so they can study, you know, and that comes from a nice stable environment, then they will find their own path. They'll be able to take the education side and say, okay, I want to do this, but then what path do I want to take? In our home, we always made sure that homework came first. And so they always, they could come home, they could relax, get a snack, but then they had to get their homework done. And that provides an environment so that, okay, well, if before I go to bed, I got to get my homework done. No, get your homework done, and then if you've got some spare time, then you can have some free time to do what you enjoy. And because I think you have to have some time to unwind. I think you need some time to watch a little TV, read a book, play some games. My wife was very instrumental in making sure that they were doing everything that they needed to do, because I worked, but she was a stay-at-home mom, and you know, she would check their homework, she would check their backpacks, she taught them how to take care of themselves and how to study right.
In like learning, so do you think that for education, like we should get an education not just in like the academics, but also like in, like, for example, street smarts?
Well, I think a student should be well-rounded,
Mm-hmm.
because if you just study, the world is going to gobble you up. You need to be able to work with other kids. And you can get that through church, you can get it through scouting, you can get it through 4-H, you can get it through, other associations, Girl Scouts. You can get that association of working with other students because you have an opportunity to learn from other students. You want to learn the right things from them, but you have an opportunity to learn from them. Okay, and also you need that ability to have a friend. I think things like that help you build your confidence in yourself. You need confidence and you need self-esteem. You're a very valuable person. You're very valuable. You're very valuable. You are, and you've got a lot to contribute. And so you don't ever let somebody tease you or bully you into thinking that you don't, because you do. And sometimes, if you're the smartest kid in class, you get bullied for that. I was valedictorian, I know. Okay, so you get a little bullying from that, and I was good that I had some friends, and had somebody to hang out with, and we worked well together. And as we got into high school and we were on the yearbook staff, we were on the school newspaper staff, and we were in some other clubs. It helps you form that bond. But if you feel good about yourself, you've got self-esteem, and you're a valuable person. You mean something to your parents. You mean something to your siblings. You'll feel good about yourself, and you're going to have tough days, but you can get through it because you feel good about yourself. Okay, this is just one of those days, and I'll get through it. When I'm saying you're bullied for it, you're going to get bullied for something. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like you. I don't care who you are. There's going to be somebody that doesn't like you. Maybe that didn't like that you had a purple shirt on today, and they didn't get to wear their purple shirt or something. But people would, they'd tease you. Oh yeah, Mr. Smarts, he'll go ahead and get it done. He'll run the curve and things like that. And you just laugh and go on, because you're going to go in and you're going to do your best. You're not going to not do your best on a test just because somebody thinks you're going to make 95. You're going to go in and strive for 100 every time. And I think that the education system is set up to try to make you do your best. Some teachers are better than others, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, and you connect with some teachers better than others. So, the teachers have different ways of presenting the material. So you have to adjust to that teacher, and sometimes you don't adjust as well as one of your friends does, but that's where having a network of friends can help you sometimes. But no, as I was growing up, I felt like that the teachers were there to try to help us learn. Mm-hmm. I think the principal was there for you to learn. We had one guidance counselor, and she would help you. So no, I think that the system is set up for you to do your best. You've got to bring your best to the table and be able to do it. You can't blame someone else. Oh, they teased me, or oh, I didn't like that teacher, she didn't do this for me. You got to go out and do your best, and your best is just what you can do. And sometimes that's not 100. Sometimes your best is an 89, but it was your best. So if you strive to do your best, you'll be okay.
Although you mentioned about like accounting, like what exactly do you do for your job?
Okay. I'm the controller of the company, which means that I'm responsible for all the accounting functions. Okay. And so as we invoice a customer, then I'm responsible to make sure that that invoice is right. I'm responsible that invoice gets collected. And then for us to be able to sell him some gasoline, we had to buy some gasoline. So we've got to record that purchase properly. We got to pay for that properly. And then at the end of every month, all the financial transactions that happen for the month have to come together, and I create the financial statements of the company to show that here's what we did this month, and as a result of that, here is where we're at. Here's how much cash we have and how much receivables we have. And I'm the liaison with the company with all of our banks because of my position. So I talk to our different bankers and present our financial statements to them and explain, here's where the company's at. So I'm not the one that goes out and does the selling. I don't market it. But when someone markets the product, then I make sure that all the transactions are recorded. And I've got a staff that does that. Right now, we are in the process of bringing in an entire new computer system, which means that, okay, we got a new computer, and we've got these programs that are blank. They can do receivables, but we got to build all the customers, we got to build all the taxes, we have to build it all. And so it's sort of hard right now. We're in the process of building all those little pieces that have to be right in the new computer system and keeping the old computer system running during the time. And in the month of April, all the transactions that happen for the company, we'll do them twice. We'll do them in the old computer and we'll do them in the new computer. Yeah, it's going to be hard. And then May 31 is our year end in business. It doesn't have to be December 31st. And ours is May 31st. So May 31st, I'll have to put the whole year together and put all those financials together, put two computer systems together, and come up and present the statements. So that's what I do. It's a lot of fun. If you enjoy it. In the past, I've also done income taxes. Everybody, you've heard your parents talk about having to get their income tax. Everybody's seen all the H&R Block commercials and all that. But I used to have a set of clients before we moved to North Carolina when I was in Tennessee. They would come and I would do their taxes for them at night. It was a little side job I did. And that was very rewarding because you were helping people. Because they're coming to you, they don't know how to do their taxes. So you're able to help them. So helping people is a good thing.
Although as an accountant or in that area, do you do a lot of things with contracts?
Contracts. I will sometimes be the second set of eyes or the third set of eyes that reviews some of the contracts that our company gets involved in. If we have a contract with the bank, I can be the first set of eyes. And so I do work with contracts some. But when you're enjoying what you do, you'll be fine. And that's the opportunity that education gives you, is to find that niche that you really enjoy. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.